Hey guys, James and Mark here with another mukbang. If you guys are new to our channel, make sure you guys subscribe. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers by June.
Still by June?
Yes.
Okay.
And today we are going to be having some, I don't know what kind of noodles these are, but these are
Taiwanese #1 ramen noodles.
Yeah, from Costco. And Mark got this before Costco went crazy, right? If I understand.
A couple months ago, and we never had them before. This is the first time us trying this.
And then he garnished it with some more cabbage, green onion, and then some eggs in this new egg pan that we are absolutely in love with. I feel like our egg intake has been quite high as of late.
Well, it's a good source of protein, and it makes it so perfect and cute.
Almost like a toy. Like you shouldn't be eating
it looks kind of fake.
Yeah. We're using this wok that I think we've never used before.
We used it years ago.
Yeah. So it's relatively easy noodles to make because all Mark had to do was boil water, throw the noodles in, and then there was just one sauce packet. Sometimes when you buy like some of those other ramen brands or noodle brands, there's like up to 4 different things that you have to add.
Like Indomie goreng, like it has like, oh crap. It's
slippery. Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Alrighty. It's a good thing you have your gym clothes on or whatnot because you're,
It's not gym clothes. It's my pajamas.
Is it your pajamas? This top looks very. I mean, it says "Stay Fit" on it.
Obviously, I'm not staying fit.
I've lost weight through this quarantine, so we can talk a little bit about that later. I don't know how that's happening.
Really?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's familiar, but different. Kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, like noodles you would get in like a party tray at like an Asian party.
It's kind of like a soy sauce based noodle, huh? It's good.
So one box has like, was it, how many packets?
This one had 12 packs.
Okay.
And we cooked 4, so we're eating 2. Or 3-2 or 1.5 and 2 because I don't know.
Well, how is 3-2 possible?
Did I say 3-2? 1,
yeah, you
2.
Did. Let's replay that.
3-2 or I meant 1-2. No, what?
Yeah. 1-2 is only, well, that would never happen. We'll definitely eat all of this. I am drinking a White Claw lime, which we had left over from the last party we had here, which was a blackjack party back before there was even any kind of, I don't want to call it hysteria, but before coronavirus was a thing, like people were still over here.
Before it became a pandemic. How about that? Which is sad because now we can't even throw parties because just today's Thursday, our Governor Newsom, just declared a statewide safe at home order. Do you know what that is?
Our friends in the Bay Area have been through it. They're calling it something different up there, though, like shelter in place. So essentially, is it recommended or you're forced to?
It's an order.
So this is what I'm confused about. If I decide to go out and I don't, so you're allowed to go out for essential things, like if you go to the grocery store, the gas station, pharmacy, doctor visit, blah, blah, blah. But if you do something outside of that, like what would happen? Someone would get arrested?
You
Fine.
could get fined. You can get fined.
I
It's
see.
legal. There's legal implications.
And not to say that, I mean, I'm a rule follower, so if it's an order, I will stay put. But I was just curious if they had anything to actually enforce. So we have to get creative, like with social interaction still. So like yesterday, we're not sponsored by them, but we downloaded an app called House Party. And you can invite up to 7 friends to play just random games. There's like a Pictionary type game. There's a Heads Up. There was like a
Cards Against Humanity
type of game, which you hate, but you won. And trivia. And we called up a couple of our friends and we had a full room. And that was a good like 45 minutes of just hanging out.
It feel like we were in the same room.
I mean, it helped because I think everyone had a drink in their hand.
We get to utilize technology. Now imagine if there was an executive order for stay at home.
Yeah.
Before internet.
See, I think you would get stir crazy then. Well, I think a lot of why we're able to get through this is because of technology.
Yeah, even work.
Like I'm working from home right now, and there's no way I would be able to do what I'm doing if there was no internet. Yeah. So it's, I wake up every day recently thinking this is, like, I have to remind myself that this is the world that we're living in right now. I know that sounds very dramatic, but I haven't lived through, I mean, neither of us have ever lived through something on this scale where it's like this serious. And
no, they say the last pandemic was the 1918 Spanish flu.
Yeah.
And we weren't born back then.
Yeah, you're good at math still. The dilemma is my chopstick handling skills. Okay, I got some. Don't cringe, guys. So, I've been reading up a lot of things of like what people do during like being like at home, and people suggest like learning a new talent or skill, reading more.
To be at home?
Like if you're at home more, like these are types of things that you can do to like keep yourself occupied. So is there anything that you want to like learn how to do? Maybe we could learn like something together.
Like, should we do like kind of like domesticated stuff like sewing or making blankets and pillowcases?
Sewing? I can't grab this egg. Maybe that's what I should learn how to do. We don't have a sewing machine anymore, do we?
I think. Oh, we gave it away? I don't know.
Or it's in the garage still.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down for that.
Or
I'm wondering if more people are starting YouTube channels because they're at home. Or are they watching more YouTube?
I think they're watching more.
Not ours.
Cabin fever because James has been literally working from home since Tuesday.
Yes.
And we can't go out and eat at our favorite restaurants or go to a bar because we can't do that right now. So you've been at home every single day of the week. Except for taking Hedu out.
Which I feel like maybe like this morning when I had to take him out, it was kind of nice to walk around the block. And I don't know if I'm just imagining things, but the air feels like it smells better.
Outside?
Yeah. And I don't know if it's like a psychological effect that because there's less cars on the road, then pollution's gotten better. I mean, they've actually done, what are those, like satellites or whatever that you can to detect pollution, I think over in Asia. And when they had done like some preventative measures to prevent the spread of it, the pollution got better.
I just thought of something. Like, I'm not happy about the pandemic, and I know a lot of people's lives
happy about it.
are like, impacted by this, right? But if we had to find a silver lining, if we had to find some kind of positiveness to this whole ordeal, it could be like a reset button for Mother Earth. right? Because we're going through a lot of global warming, climate change. It's getting hotter.
Depends on who you ask if we're going through that. But yes, I agree.
Well, in my personal opinion, we are going through global warming.
Yeah.
So maybe this is kind of
To put it back in balance.
put it back in balance.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh.
I hope you know that you're not the first person to have thought of this theory, though.
Really?
Yeah, I've read a couple of different things about. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Great minds think alike. You've been staying at home
Well,
day and night. So how does it feel? Are you?
I think you're making the cabin fever worse for me because I don't think about it, and then you're like probing at something that I'm like, well, I guess I haven't stuck in the house all day.
But
But-
James is an extrovert, meaning that
hella extrovert.
he gets his energy and his like, you know, I don't know, good aura through engaging with other people.
Yeah.
And you haven't had that in-person interaction.
It's totally different because a lot of our meetings have moved to like virtual meetings, and it's nice, but it's still not the same. But yeah, I mean, I guess I was like, you know how you normally go into a weekend, you're kind of excited because you're like, oh, we're gonna go out and do all that. Like that's kind of been stripped away from us for a little bit, which is fine. But I also am like, well, what are we gonna do this weekend? Like,
Well, that's the part that I'm kind of sad is because we do like to go out a lot.
yeah,
We like
it's
to-
really ingrained in our just
Lifestyle.
lifestyle. Yeah, so
Like, if you look at our annual budget, our expenses is like a lot of restaurant dining out.
have we saved money as a result of this? Or we haven't
I
been
don't
in
know
it?
because
It's
we
only
had
been
to
a few
buy
days.
$374 worth of quarantine food that I hope we don't like. We actually eat and not go to waste.
I'm not gonna eat those Uncrustables. That's all you.
You're gonna like them.
That's like that one time I bought tamales at Costco because we were gonna do a tamale mukbang, and we never did the mukbang, and then on top of that, you never ate any of the tamales. So I ate like a dozen tamales by myself in the course of like 3 weeks.
Uncrustables is kind of good. I think.
Is it?
Yeah. It's good.
When did you have it, or where?
I think I had it at work. Like someone brought it at work, Sandy or something, and then I just had one. It was kind of good. It was good. Oh, our friend Kevin. I talked to him on the phone last night, and he was having a White Claw as I was drinking my glass of wine, and we're like, I wonder, like maybe we could be rebels and just come on over and let's have a drink together. Like I mean, that's how crazy it got that we're talking about how we should break the order and just kind of hang out with each other.
Well, when I was in the other room and I heard you say that, I rolled my eyes.
Why?
Because I mean, that defeats the whole purpose of doing this. It just seems like
Well,
it's like one of those. I have that mentality where it's like if everyone does it, then it will be better off. But there's no point in doing it if a few people kind of go astray. Is my theory or feeling about it. But so I started working from home on Tuesday, and like I've worked from home before, but I think the idea of like not being able to return in like a few weeks is what made it different. So the first day I was kind of like amateur at it. I didn't even do my hair. I think I wore like shorts. I don't know. I just wasn't prepared. And then I kind of did a little research on like effective methods on like working from home. And they said you should still keep a schedule, which I'm kind of getting better at, but also not because like I'm eating lunch every day at like 2.
That's the schedule.
I want to eat at noon.
Oh, is that what? Oh, I'm just saying if you're eating every day at 2, that's consistent at least.
Well, I feel like I'm eating. Yeah, I mean, there's that, and just I need to get up and stretch more. I'm like today I did not get up at all. I just sat in that chair the whole day. So I'm like, people said to stretch in the middle of the day, have healthy snacks. I do want to go to the grocery store tomorrow, but I don't know.
I mean, if there's still anything left.
Like I want produce for some reason. Like the cabbage that Mark put in here, it's probably the most vegetables I had in one sitting this week. Because I just haven't had vegetables really.
Yeah.
What have we been eating this week? We did takeout on Monday. Support local businesses, guys, if you can. Oh, and then Mark, you went to Flame Broiler today. Tell me like, because you told me how it was like going there, and I haven't really, like I said, I haven't been out. So like, what was your experience like buying.
Right. So as we were saying earlier, there's an order that people are not allowed to dine in any restaurants. So when I picked up the food for lunch at Flame Broiler, all the chairs were on top of the dining table, so you can't even sit down to wait for your food. And then they put more chairs in front of the counter where you place an order and pay to give you that social distance of like, it wasn't 6 feet, but at least I wasn't right in front of the cashier.
Yeah.
So they put chairs to block. So you have to kind of reach over and give them your credit card.
Going on today's mukbang, and I'm just thinking about like what's new, and I'm just like, just the coronavirus. It's all, like that's all our world is right now. There's nothing, there's no updates. There's nothing exciting going on. We probably can't go to Africa this year, which is fine. We gotta
postpone it.
I mean, but in the grand scheme of things, I feel it's weird because like you said, this is such a big event in the world, but I feel like it's happening kind of like for some other reason. Like appreciate what you have, even though like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like that's kind of what it's making me realize. Or is this like my thoughts in my head starting to like start talking back to me or something?
I'm trying to follow what you just said right now. I'm trying to follow it.
Like, as bad as it is being quarantined or suggested to stay at home, we have somewhere to go.
Order to suggest.
Fine, whatever. We're allowed to. We're able to be in a house. We still have food. We still have water. We still have electricity. It's not like the worst case scenario. I mean, I started thinking a little bit. Have you guys watched *Handmaid's Tale*? Like, I feel like this is like, like a plot line to like. So if you guys never watched it, like without giving too much spoilers, it's like the government takes over and then they do like. They enact like this whole different way of living life. And this is kind of like heading in that direction. A lot of rules. You can only go to the supermarket, which is kind of like what, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like drawing some parallels between that. But
I mean, are we even allowed to visit your parents? No, the order says you could still visit, you could still see your family.
But I'm already thinking about like, it might not be, like I'm scared to, if that makes sense. Yeah. I've never been scared to. Even the last time we visited them, which was like before, like a week ago, I was already a little nervous to be there. So like I try to FaceTime them whenever I can. I do talk to my mom like Monday through Friday, but since I'm not driving physically home, then I've kind of fallen out of that habit. But I think it's important this time to still, there's ways to stay connected with people without.
So back to what I said earlier, like thank goodness we have internet and technology and do things like the house party where we're playing games with our friends like online, and you get to talk to your mom every day. And
you know what, is there enough noodles left? Or is there enough more? Little fire noodle sauce might zhuzh it up a little bit. Like we gotta find different ways to keep things exciting around here. No?
You want it?
I want some. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
Because I'm at home, so if something happens, I have the restroom right there. Before, I was always nervous because it's like...
I still live here, baby.
I use a different bathroom than you most of the time.
I know, but who
you
has to use a toilet wand?
Yeah. You act like yours don't smell at all.
It smells like peaches and cream. Okay. So we have some sauce in the fridge.
I think it's a perfect time to add it because as much as this is good, like it's kind of like
I want something spicy.
One note for a little while, so I'm like, yeah.
How much?
Just a little bit. That looks like a lot.
No, it wasn't coming out a lot.
Oh, okay. We haven't been eating that much meat now that I think about it.
Yeah, because
we just haven't during the stocking up on whatever. We picked up more like shelf-stable things that would last longer.
Canned food. We have Spam. Oh,
am I a vegetarian? No, we ate eggs.
We had a lot of eggs. So. Okay, let's try this with the fire noodle sauce.
I kind of wish we had done this from the start.
It tastes so much better. No? Oh.
I like it.
A-sha with fire noodle sauce.
Hairstylists and barbers?
They're closed.
You have to learn how to cut hair.
Nail salons are closed.
Your hair is gonna get really noticeable because you cut it every 2 weeks, and the last time you cut it was.
I get it cut every other week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and how long is this?
I need to get it cut.
Like, what would your normal schedule be? Like, when would your next one be?
I don't remember when's the last time I hair actually. I'm so confused with what day of the week it is because every day for me at work is just putting out fires, creating a pandemic response plan because we never had one before, seeing if it works, staff's concerned, our client like. I'm like, what day is it? And it's only Thursday. My gosh, it feels like 2 months went by.
Yeah, if you guys can share like down below in the comments, I'm just interested in like how much has changed since the last time we asked you like what's been going on. Because I think I asked about a week ago in our community tab. I'm sure it's totally different now.
Oh yeah, because it's changed a lot within a week for us.
Yeah. So, but I mean, we're grateful to still have an ability to interact and connect with you guys. We're still doing our Monday night live mukbangs. We're still trying to do mukbangs because we're on the road to 20K. Like, life is still going on. It's just different.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an eerie, stark contrast from what it was like 2 weeks ago. Like, parking lots in our neighborhood, which are normally filled, completely empty. So I'm just like,
yeah.
But at least there's no zombies out there. I think that would escalate the situation if there was like zombies.
I know, but it's kind of romantic too right now.
Zombies?
No,
Oh.
that it's like we are like everyone is spending time at home.
Yeah. Some people are good at it and others are not. I think I'm like a 4 out of 10. I think you're like a 9 out of 10.
Oh, I could just be super glued to the couch and just be happy.
I think there's an imprint of you on there now. That's why we couldn't do it there. It's so deep in there. I'm just like, people are going to ask questions.
Please.
Anyways, we are so grateful you guys joined us for another mukbang. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe down below. And let's do a word of the day because, you know, try to get back into some kind of routine.
Okay. Social.
Okay, social. Use that in your comment down below so we know you got to this part, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.
Bye.